have a video today on social media cover images. I'm finding that it would be a good reference to have some templates set up with parameters so that I can determine how large I need to make my cover images and how I need to position elements. So I'm going to start with I'm going to build these in Illustrator artboards. And my first artboard is 820 by 360, which I'm going to change to the maximum image size of 851 by 315. So that's my maximum image area. And I'm going to name this artboard Facebook cover. And I'm just going to name it by the maximum size, 851 by 315 pixels. And I'm going to put that in the description too. That's the maximum. 820 by 312 is the desktop viewable area. 820 by 312. And I'm going to make that a lighter gray. And then the mobile safe area is 640 by 360. I'll make this darker. These values here I have are a compilation of several sources, so I might need to make some adjustments here. And the minimum area is 400 by 150. So you can see that this gets cropped a lot, and I'm gonna move my labels to a top layer. I'm gonna copy all this information. Okay, so that's Facebook. And I'm going to copy these values. So the maximum value is 851 by 315 desktop. Mobile. And I'll show you what you can do with the final exported art after I'm done laying these out. But you'll be able to position your elements with these templates. Okay, so that's Facebook. I'm going to do Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. Twitter is 1500 by 500. I find it really handy to have these laid out as artboards, and you'll see why. Twitter or X cover. I find that everywhere it says Twitter/X. Nobody really knows what to do with that, so I'm just going to leave it Twitter. Their cover images sizes have not changed. 1500 by 500. Aspect ratio crop 3:1. I'm just going to put this here. And I forgot to put the profile. The profile for Facebook is 170 pixels, and it's smaller on the mobile. So 120 pics on phone or mobile. And Twitter, I'm going to say cover. And the way you calculate, obviously, that aspect ratio cropped is just dividing 1500. So 500 by 500 is when it's cropped. I didn't really find a value for that though. A specific value for that. I'm going to align this to this artboard. And also I need to resize this artboard. It needs to be 1500 by 500. That's Twitter. Okay, so that's Facebook. Twitter. This is just kind of a reference thumbnail. template to check positioning of cover elements. That's what I envisioned with this. LinkedIn is the maximum is 1584 by 396. They're all different, which makes things kind of difficult sometimes. (1584 by 396 pixels), and then the recommended size is 1128 by 191. Then I'm going to do my rectangle, 1128 by 191. And I'm just going to pick up this color, the secondary color. Oops. You have to have this artboard selected when you do that. I'm going to say my LinkedIn. I'm going to do my LinkedIn header. Okay, so LinkedIn cover. And I'm just going to go with the maximum size, 1584 by 396 pixels. Enter. And then I'm going to do YouTube. I also have a couple reference. I'm also going to put a couple links in the description that just give an overall thumbnail kind of reference for every size, all ads, all cover image sizes, for all social media networks. And they keep those reference measurements up to date pretty well. So I frequently have gone back and gotten information from them. So now my YouTube is 2048 by 1152. Which is the maximum size. You know what? I'm gonna change that. (2048 by 1152). And the profile image is 800 pixel square, and my minimum size without being cut off, I'm going to do that next, is 1235 by 338. So not only are these image sizes, which is why I need a template, so completely different from each other, but also the live area shrinks to such different sizes. And you can see this aspect ratio here that's approximately 3:1. You can just see that with this gray area when the view gets shrunk based on the device. So I'm going to center this. You really can go with just the minimum or the recommended size here, which is 2048 by 1152. Well, which is the 1235 by 338. It's recommended that you fit your art to the largest size, because as these channels progress, it's better to err on the side of maximum coverage and maximum resolution. So this is gonna be YouTube. I'm gonna say I might go with my maximum 2048 by 1152 pixels. Facebook is the one that has the most, it just had the most scaling dimensions, which I thought was odd. I'm just checking the alignment of all this. And I'm just going to add a little icon to these. I don't have the X brand, but I'm sure that they make their brand assets available for public download. That's how I got some of these icons. I'm just going to move these in place, and feel free to adjust it for your purposes, but you'll have the art. Not great, but it works. This one I'm going to make bigger. I'll make all these bigger. And I'm just going to clean this up a little bit. But these are the main dimensions that you will need. And then I'm just going to show you I'm going to save this, and I have these all named, so I'm going to export them. This is where this comes in handy, having this set up as artboards, because you can just do export for screens. It will pick up the name that I named each artboard and name each file accordingly. And then I'm just going to pick JPEG. So you'll be able to provide the Illustrator vector art file that you can edit for your own purposes, and the exported JPEGs. I'm just going to put these on desktop. So then you could position your elements. If they're vector, you can position them using the Illustrator artboards, and if they're Photoshop, you can position them using the exported JPEGs. And you can also add prefix and suffixes to this, to the naming of each file. Okay, so they're all done. So there's my covers. And for example, I'm just gonna go pick an image, any image, and I'm gonna show you how you would do this. How you would just lay this down as kind of a guide. Let's just say, for example, that this is the cover photo I want to use for my Facebook. Let's just go with Facebook. And I'm gonna adjust the size according to the largest cover image size, 851. Okay, and I'm just gonna let it go with whatever the height is. Select OK. It's much smaller, but it's suitable for screen viewing. It's much smaller than the original image I pulled up. Then I'm gonna drag this in Facebook, and you'll be able to see. Just gonna reduce the opacity, not that much, but you can see that's your minimum area, viewable area here within this small box, and then desktop is going to be larger here, and the maximum viewable will be all the way out to the edge. But I would concern myself with these two values. The maximum viewable area is what we have here within this entire box. The desktop area is next, then mobile view, and then the minimum viewable area. So that's how you would position elements using these templates. So I'll provide that along with a couple web references in the description that I use to reference all social media image sizes. So I hope that's helpful. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, share. Please let me know if there's a video topic that you would be interested in seeing, as I'm working on some new videos right now. Thank you for watching.